Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Nerds Code. My name is Nemir, and in this video, we are going to discuss about how to install WSL2 on Windows 10 machine. So, without wasting any more time, let's get into the video. Guys, I am on my Windows 10 machine. So, the biggest question is why we care about WSL2. So let's find out that. WSL2 is a virtualization layer which provides by Microsoft so that we can virtualize our Linux operating system on Windows 10 machine. So what does that mean? That means we don't need to install any other virtualization software like VirtualBox or VMware, or we don't want to dual boot. We can use Linux simultaneously on our Windows 10 machine. WSL also provides a lot of functionalities like we can navigate through our native file system via Linux machine. WSL is a very thin layer so that we don't need a lot of resources in order to run WSL. So it can run on 4 GB RAM machines or 2 GB RAM machines very easily. So without talking too much, we can let's jump right into the installation procedure. First thing is we need to search for WinWare on our Windows 10 search. So here you can see my Windows 10 version is 2004. So we need 2004 or greater in order to run WSL2. So just update your system to the latest Windows 10. And also when it will work on any edition of Windows 10 like Windows 10 Pro, Home or Enterprise. So getting all these ready, we can enable our feature so that search for Windows features on search, then scroll down. Here you can see a lot of features actually. So our features lays on the bottom. So scroll down and here you can see Windows subsystem for Linux, that's WSL. And also we need to enable virtual machine platform. Then click OK. Then it will pop up with another box saying searching for required files. Be patient. It may take a minute or two. So after that we will get Windows needs to reboot your system to finish installing the required changes. So just restart your system now. Clicking restart now. Once the system is restarted, go to Windows Store and search for Linux. Here we can see a lot of Linux distributions like Kali Linux, OpenSUSE, Ubuntu, etc. I am using Ubuntu, so I'm clicking on there and click install. So it need to download about 400 megabyte. So it may take some time depending on your internet speed. So once it's done, we can launch Ubuntu from the start or by searching on the search. So once we started, it will show installing. This may take few minutes. So don't worry, it only takes about 5 minutes or so. Now it's asking for username. So I'm just typing Nemir and asking for a password. Just typing password and retype it. There we go. We got our Ubuntu machine up and running on WSL. We can check the OS details by reading the OS release file on etc folder. Here we go. We can see version 20.04.1 LTS. And now we can also update our apt repositories so that we can install Linux programs. This process takes some time even though your internet is super speedy. because it's actually depends on the distance between you and the servers. Also, we can't install any programs without doing a repository update first, so keep that in mind. Next, I'm going to install Vim, so that apt-get install Vim. It misspelled install, just add a L there. Oh, it's saying Vim is already at the newest version, so Vim is already installed, so we can create a new test file using Vim just for demoing the Vim. Here I'm just typing some random stuff called hello, and yeah, I'm saving it by WQ. Let's check some other program. Like, I'm going to install a program called NeoFetch. This program gives the details about the installed OS. So let's install that. It's 72 MB. So just continue. Once it's installed, we can just type NeoFetch. Here we go. We can see details about our system. Actually, WSL systems use a kernel developed by and maintained by Microsoft. So it's not actually using the same branch, but it's using some Microsoft branch. Now I'm typing htop. Htop is a task manager for Linux, so that it will show all the current details of your system, like how many processes are running, how much RAM is free, and everything about the system. So here you can see it's showing all my 8 cores here, so it's using all my system resources and all my RAM. So it's very thin layer, as I said earlier, so that it's working like a native Linux system. Also, when we go to root directory, we can see a mnt folder there. This folder is where all the mounted partitions will be on our Linux system. So when I navigate to the folder and ls, we can see there are 5 directories there: C, D, E, F, G. These are nothing but my native partitions. Here you can see that C, D, E, F, G. So I can go to C by CDC. When I type ls, it will show all the files in my C directory. So it's awesome, right? You can see all my C files on Linux. When I give super user permission for ls, then the permission denied message will be gone. That's about WSL. I think WSL is a very good way to learn Linux, and also it will work almost all systems. So it doesn't as much as resource hungry as virtual machines. So give it a try. If you find this video helpful, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon. I will catch you soon with another video. Until then, bye bye.